I wonder
Uh,
why. I wonder why.
I went to La Apetito for lunch today, which is
Mexican.
no,
I'm assuming that's Mexican.
no subs.
Ah,
It's like Italian or something, and it was delicious. And then I took a little nap, and then when you wake up after that nap,
after you've digested a little bit.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
I had something going on in this lower area too. Like it felt like I don't know what was going on, and I was like, oh. So I had to like lay down for a little bit before I took a nap, and then I went in the bathroom for a while, then took a nap, then woke up and went. It was a whole ordeal.
Yeah, probably. Now, were these two separate things when you went to the bathroom and took a nap, or did you take a nap on the toilet?
I should have
cut out the middleman. Yeah.
That's a great idea, Roker. Honestly, a toilet that you could sleep on. Why not? I think that's great. I like that a lot. But it's funny because
don't let me see you on Shark Tank.
I'm known for giving full credit, so don't you worry about that.
That's true.
I will say, hey, Roker came up with this, but I'm going to give him his 7.5%.
Yeah, right.
He can call it. It's funny because can you believe I've lived here for a while now? I don't know, over a year at least. And can you believe I've never had to use a plunger ever?
I would find that shocking.
Exactly.
I would find that shocking.
And it's a true statement.
I would think that a plunger would get heavy use in your household.
Well, I never used one. I had a guest over the other day, and that individual clogged up my toilet.
Oh no. That's one of the worst things ever. That's one of the worst. There is no worse feeling in the world than you're at someone's house. It's a party, whatever. You have to take a dookie. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You take that dookie, right? You're already like searching for matches so you can light matches, or you're looking in the medicine cabinet for Glade or whatever. You're already doing that stuff. The worst feeling in the world is you flush that toilet and then the water slowly is just creeping back up and creeping back up and creeping back up, and it's not stopping. That is the worst feeling in the world.
And no plunger to be seen anywhere.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's awful.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. But so this individual's like, hey, your toilet's clogged up there.
Oh, so they came out. They didn't quickly put their coat on and leave. They actually took credit for it. They were like, oh man, I gotta go. I forgot. My mom's got a doctor's appointment. I gotta go.
Exactly. I gotta wash my hair. So then, of course, so in our building here, there's 2 bathrooms. Like we have like a gym in here on one of the floors. So there's a bathroom there. Then there's they have like a front desk person. So there's a bathroom down there, which no one uses. It says private on the door. My key works in both. So I'm up here. I'm like, oh shit. I'm in trouble now.
Leave it to Abe to have a bathroom skeleton key. He's got a key to every bathroom in the building. Yeah.
Well, guess what? Apparently I don't. Because that bathroom where the gym's at, my key didn't work.
Uh-oh.
So I was in an awful emergency situation, like horrible. Like one of the worst emergency situations ever. So I go down to the first floor and use the bathroom that they use for the front desk people.
Right, the private.
And the lady, I could tell because I went in there, I ran in there, I was in there for 30 seconds. When you're in that situation, you could go fast, right? When I came out, she was staring at me like she was going to kill me. Because no,
absolutely. Because here's why. I can tell you exactly why. Okay, remember where the studio bathroom was in relationship to the studio?
You're talking about the Loop?
At Q101. And at the Loop, when they were both at the Mart. We were both on the second floor.
Oh, at the Mart you're talking about?
At the Mart, yes.
Where was the bathroom at the Mart?
was
Oh,
literally
there were two bathrooms. There was the small one.
But there was literally one right across the hallway from the studio.
Yeah, but that one you couldn't do any business in.
Well, no, well, you could, but it was for the studio. And it would piss me off when people from like sales or something would come over and use that bathroom, because the reason it's there is you only have 30 seconds.
Yeah.
If you're on the air and you've got to run and use the bathroom.
Yeah.
So that's where your friend I'm surprised you've gotten your mail at all this week. That's where your friend at the front desk was pissed off at you, because if they have to leave the front desk, they can only do it for a minute.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
See? And so wait a minute, old boy from 17 has come down and has got to use this bathroom? I don't blame her.
You know, when we worked at the Merchandise Mart, I used that bathroom where those dudes would bang. You know how they had the one dude would sit in the shopping bag and then the other guy would bang him? You know that, right?
Are you talking about the up the escalators there?
Up the escalator, there's a bathroom where it was 213 was the code. Remember, I would always I knew the code always.
Yes.
Everyone's like, "Hey, Abe." I'm like, 213. That was the code, right? So that's where I would do my business. But there's rumors that dudes would have like a Marshall Fields bag, like a paper bag, and the one guy would put his feet in there, and the other guy would be behind it.
That's how you know. That's never mind. That's yeah. Yeah. Would you walk in on that one day or something?
No, just everyone said, "Hey, that's what happens in here." But it didn't matter because they were clean bath. The only thing I didn't like about that, they had the disgusting towel. You know, the towel that you pull down. That's like in a. How do you describe that towel?
Okay, it looks like on those old TV shows or movies, like Three Stooges, like they'd be in a gym and they'd have something that they'd wrap around them and it would shake them like this.
Yeah.
That's what that towel is like. It's that one continuous towel, cloth.
And people just dry their hands with it and then you just pull another piece of it? Is that how that works? And all that fecal matter just collects?
It's nasty.
Disgusting. So they had that up there. But yeah, so I would use that at the radio station. But anyway, so
when you go into a public restroom, like oftentimes people will go and they'll look to see if there's anybody else in one of the stalls. Do you check and make sure there's not like a Trader Joe's bag sitting on the like a gigantic bag sitting there? Okay.
When you're in a desperation mode and you could get a clean bathroom, for the main thing I look for is if the seat is up, I'm in heaven, right? Because you're like, oh my God, the seat's up. This hasn't been used in a while. That's what you're always looking for. You're looking for either blue water or the seat up. That's what you're looking for.
On rare occasions, they might even have that an actual accurate log on the back of the door of when it was last cleaned. That's very rare.
That takes things to the next level.
Yeah, that's very rare.
So anyway, there's a True Value hardware store over here.
Mm-hmm.
So after I end up using that bathroom, I go over there and I need a plunger because I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I found the Rolls Royce of plungers. I've never seen such a thing. All right, check this out. This is called the Beehive plunger. Have you ever heard of this?
I have not. I have to admit, I'm not up on my on plungers like I should be.
Man,
what makes the Beehive so special?
Well, you stick it in, you go, and by the way, hang on, let me show you a little something here. So when you go,
I thought they might have a video on their website of how it works.
Well, let me show you how it's done here. So when you use a plunger, you go like this. You're supposed to put it down and then go
like a shake weight.
That's the proper way to use a plunger.
Gotcha.
Hold it. That's how to use it.
Be careful because you're that Abe Cannon strength. You might pop that bottle open and get it all over your control board. Be careful, computer.
So it's called the Beehive plunger. It's $15. Everyone should have this plunger. I stuck it in once and it was beautiful. It worked perfect. So, and the funny part is my brother is at WrestleMania in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever heard of Bucky's?
Is that a new wrestler? Are they the tag team champs?
What? No, Bucky's Buc-ee's is what's known as the cleanest bathroom. They look, okay, check this out. They're known for their quote, world famous bathrooms.
Okay.
Look at this. It's when you walk into this place, that
looks like that's the airport. That looks like.
No, this is a place called Buc-ee's.
Okay.
And it says world famous restrooms on there.
Okay. Might as well put that on there.
Look at this. Each stall has its own little thing of sanitizer. And
nice.
And these are the urinals. But the stalls are supposed to be gorgeous. Like Buc-ee's. This is the place.
You're jealous. So next time you go, where in was this? What was it? Dallas?
Yeah, Dallas. But I guess these are all over Texas.
Next time you go to Dallas, you're going to be. I got to go to Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah, no, I am.
Driver, drop me off at Buc-ee's. What?
Hey, where do you want to go, brother? Strip club? Harley Davidson shop? No, take me to Buc-ee's. You know what? Think about it though. Like, what a wonderful thing that is. If you could just use the bathroom, like, and it's not fucking disgusting like every other place. Like, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to have that?
It can make your day. It can a little thing like that can make your day.
I mean, I understand if you have a small business and you can't afford it, but like, God, you know, if you take some pride in the bathroom and cleanliness, you're gonna have me forever.
I've always said, you know, dirty bathroom, dirty kitchen.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind next time you get something to eat at the gas station. If the bathroom, if they can't keep the bathroom clean, they're not keeping the rest of the place clean.
That's right. So
it's a matter of pride.
I highly recommend getting that. Let's move to another piece of business, Roker.
No pun intended.
Exactly. Now I've been getting sent this story like at least 100 times because we talked about this.
Yeah,
last week.
And props to Vito. He sent that one to me. He sussed that out.
Oh
yeah,
Vito's one of 100 people who sent me this. This is all I've been getting. Just like when Dukes had the Dukes Mayo Bowl, all I got were people sending me things about, hey, you see there's a Dukes Mayo Bowl?
Right.
So I said, I think it was last week, right? Where I said that I think Burger King shrunk their burgers. And look at this. Burger King is being sued for the size of their burgers.
So they haven't shrunk their burgers. What this class action lawsuit claims is that the size of the burgers in their advertisement is not the size of their burgers at the restaurant.
And I'll take it a step further and say, I think they did shrink the burgers.
But that's not what the lawsuit is. The lawsuit
no, I know,
is there's a huge discrepancy between what they're showing you and what you're getting. But you're saying that you're taking it a step further. You believe that the burgers have actually shrunk down, and that's how they do it. Like I've told you this before. Go to the store and buy orange juice.
Yeah,
it won't be 64 ounces. It'll be 58 ounces. That's because it slowly went from 64 to 62 to your half gallon of ice cream or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It is 58 ounces. Your pint of ice cream, that Haagen-Dazs, is like 14 ounces. It's not even a pint anymore.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They just slowly bring that amount down just a little bit, and they can make millions that way. Millions.
Oh yeah. I forgot the guy who said that, but he said that's the way even like governments, when they start slowly taking things away from you, they do it like this, like little tiny things.
Incrementally, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, hey, maybe, and just like with food, maybe instead of getting 10 oranges in a bag, you'll get 9. You don't even notice it.
Right.
And then
if you sell 1 million bags,
yeah,
that's 1 million oranges.
Yeah. It's a lot of money.
So, yeah.
So
yeah. Does this mean that you have Burger King has forsaken you and you have given up Burger King? Are you boycotting Burger King for the time being?
Well, then why have you forsaken me? They have, you know what? I'm done with Burger King, unfortunately. And that's hard for me because I grew up I am Burger King.
You think those burgers are small now? Once they get that quarterly report after Abe stopped going.
They're
We're
like,
gonna be serving sliders. Yeah.
we understand that Abe Cannon no longer comes here. What? No. Bring him back. How can we get him back? He wants 2 for 2 Whoppers back. Now you're really screwed, right?
It's right,
I was
exactly.
paying 2 for 6. Now I want 2 for 2 back or I'm out.
You want an old school, right?
Man, 2 for 2 Whoppers was the greatest thing ever. But now, they put us in this predicament. We have another piece of breaking news, Roker. I don't know if you even care about this, but this is more breaking news here. The Mexican pizza will be coming back to Taco Bell on May 19th. Have you heard this?
I did not hear that, but that was literally the only thing I ever got at Taco Bell.
You know why they got rid of it, right?
It used to be called, I think it used to be called a pizzazz pizza back in the day. And that was literally the only thing I ever got at Taco Bell.
Well, they got rid of it because of the box. They didn't want to have that box because everything else comes in like shitty paper now.
And so the box was too expensive?
No, I think it was like for the climate or something.
Sure. Right. Of course. They'll say it was for the climate. That's why Burger King is making their sandwiches smaller, for the climate.
Here's the thing. We don't live in a third world country, right? All of our garbage is going in a landfill, right? The same shit. This goes in a landfill. This goes in a landfill. This mouse goes in a landfill when we're done. Like everything just goes in a landfill here. In these other countries, they pour shit in the ocean, right? So like Starbucks in Chicago shouldn't stop carrying straws because my straws aren't going in a turtle's dick or whatever is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, I think I saw that on 2020. It was the how the straws that were getting rid of the plastic straws because they were all going into turtle dicks. Yes,
but like
that was the exact reason.
You have these scumbags who pour their garbage into the lake or to the ocean. That's not us. My garbage is properly disposed of, so it's not affecting a turtle. That's the problem, right? We're getting lumped in. Our garbage is fine because our garbage is in a landfill, right?
Yeah, they don't really do a good job of separating the garbage for for recycling. That's just kind of like to make you feel good.
Yeah, because they throw it all in the same thing.
Yeah, they end up throwing it all in the same thing.
There are some, like I know Oak Lawn has 2 separate trucks that come. One comes for the recyclables, but then again, how could you trust these assholes to separate shit properly? Do they have to go back through? I don't know how that works.
We've got our recycling, like when we take our trash out now, it's like the garbage cans go on one side, the recycle goes on the other. I've never been out there when they were picking it up, but that never was the case when I was living in Chicago. They would come and pick up the recycle thing like once a month, maybe, or something. Because I try, like if I was having a party, right? I've got all these bottles and cans and all that stuff. I'm trying to do the right thing, but half the time it doesn't matter. But
you actually had a recyclable thing?
Yes. Yes.
I
had garbage cans, but I had been asking for new garbage cans for I don't know how long. Because you know how it picks them up and tosses them, right?
Yeah.
And so that whole mechanism gets all screwed up. And then squirrels and stuff. I had huge holes in the top of my garbage cans, huge holes, and was begging for new garbage cans.
You have to get it the day of the election.
That's exactly before the last election. Went to the alderwoman and was like, I've been trying to get these new garbage cans for years now. And had new garbage cans like 2 days later.
Of course. Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. This is an election year, local election. So now's that time to get those potholes fixed, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's funny.
Now's the time to get to start asking for shit.
It's funny you said that because when I drove to work today, all the potholes were filled.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and it was like,
it's funny because all of a sudden it's like, oh, the potholes are filled. We're getting free gas, getting free CTA cards, getting free doorbells. Everything. You didn't hear that one? No. You didn't hear that one? No, Lightfoot wants to give out free Ring doorbells.
Oh, I like that. What? So that you could see criminals stealing your packages?
Right, and nothing, and then the police don't do anything about it. Yes.
You know that's true, right? Like I think she's watching right now. I know someone who had their packages stolen from their, and she knew who it was. She had him on camera, and it was at the school next to her. She brought the footage to the school. They're like, we can't use this. And then she called the police, and they said there's nothing they can do with it.
Nothing to do about it.
You can't use footage of someone stealing?
What? Remember when Pat Riley had the term three-peat copyrighted?
Oh, yeah.
You know, three-peat, coup, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. I want to get copyrighted. I want to get the term no one is in custody. I want to get that copyrighted because at the end of every news story, no matter what it is, no one is in custody. When you watch the news tonight, I want you to watch, because you know the first 5 stories are going to be about shootings and carjackings and people getting Amazon boxes stolen off of their front porch. No one is in custody.
Do you see the new Jackass movie?
Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that. I watched it. I had an edible kick in and watched that over the weekend.
You know that scene with the big hand where they walk in and it's like they walk into the big hand?
Yes.
I want that big hand set up so when someone tries to steal my Amazon package, it just hits them, like knocks them out.
There you go.
That'd be great. I would love to see someone stealing my package if I could catch them. Like what I want to do is throw a net on them.
How about we design a Ring doorbell that has mace on it?
I love that.
So that when you see the person coming to your thing to steal, it mace.
Yeah. I love that. Or oil so they slip.
Not only mace,
banana peel.
It's got color on it, like what they put in the bags at the bank when you try and, so you can't spend the money. So now they've been maced and they've got like blue dye all over.
I love that. And then it throws out banana peels and they slip from the top, like as they're running away. Wouldn't a net be the best?
It's halfway like sadistic, halfway Home Alone. It's just in case the mace doesn't work. We'll have a hand slap. We'll have banana peels. We'll have cans on strings. We'll do all those things.
Could you imagine if it catches them by the ankle and it drags them up and they're hanging upside down and they have to just sit there forever? How about if you call the cops that and they still let them go? We got no proof.
They should have darts like Raiders of the Lost Ark that shoot out of the walls. Then people wouldn't be breaking into Hermes on Michigan Avenue in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Or Marcus Lemonis's place. Apparently been hit 6 times.
Yeah. You need a net. A net would be the best. If we could if someone is in charge of nets, you're always dropping nets as people are running away.
And people can't get out of nets, as you've seen in the movies and on television. They're like, I can't get out of the net. I can't get out of the net.
Wouldn't it be funny? Like, I would actually let the person go if I could catch them in a net. Just because it would be so embarrassing for them. Like, hey, that's the guy who got caught in the net.
Here's how twisted my mind is. I'm thinking, what if I had a remote control explosive hooked up to my car?
Oh,
so you get carjacked, you get out of the car, 3 thugs driving off in your car.
Perfect.
They're about a quarter of the way down the street, and you just
boom. Be great. I love that. I think that's great. That's perfect.
Yeah, these are the things that I think of.
Every car should have some kind of thing too, where you keep it like on your person, where because like they're like, give me your keys and your whatever, your cell phone, blah blah. You need some kind of button on you that'll make the car just stop as they're going 50 miles an hour, and then they smash through the windshield.
Yes, exactly.
That'd be great too.
Like you can, like some of these things, you can turn your car off, but you have to do it through your phone. But if they have your phone, then you can't.
Yeah,
you can't do it, right?
Yeah, I saw a thing where a dude robbed an Uber, and he's like, he gave him his phone, his wallet, all that shit. So you need some other kind of way to stop them.
And they're just stealing, why is it okay? And I, I've had police officers in my family, good friends that are police officers. Please do not take this the wrong way, as if I'm, talking bad about the police, because the police have a thankless job, completely thankless job. But it's obvious that they're using these 13-year-olds to carjack these people because you can't do anything to them.
Well, it's not the police's fault. It's the city.
Well,
it's the laws.
Prosecutors and all that kind of stuff.
But that's what it is. Yeah.
But it's obvious that they're using these 13-year-olds to do this. You got to start punishing them. And I understand it's like, well, didn't you do stupid things when you were 13?
Not steal a car.
But you know what? It's like it's like putting your hand on the hot stove, right?
Yeah.
You got to get burned in order to not do it again.
And that's why we need nets. Catch the little kids in the nets.
You can't get out of the net.
Hey, Captain, we caught 3. We caught 3 carjackers in nets.
The nets.
You know what you should have to do? Remember how they would like publicly shame you? Like
Scarlet letter.
Anyone caught in a net has to just sit in the net and be publicly shamed, and everyone throws shit at him, piss. Fuck you.
What was the Curb Your Enthusiasm? Did he have to hold up a sign that said he stole silverware or something?
Stole a fork or something?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's move on to now, Roker. You and I, we were in Kenosha a couple times, and you took me. What's that grocery store? Wegmans or something?
The grocery store. It's right off the border. It'll come to me.
Wellman's or something.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
Claire, what's the name of the grocery store in Kenosha?
Where?
In Kenosha. No.
Woodman's.
Woodman's.
So, and Nick just said Woodman's right at the same time. So, thanks to you, Roker, I got back into the cheese curd game. Because when you and I were there, you're like, I got to get all these cheese curds. Like,
dude, I pick up cheese, and I pick up, point beer when I'm up there. Not point beer, like Spotted Cow and stuff.
Yeah. Well, the Brat Stop is the best brat. Like, I don't know where else could I get bratwurst like the Brat Stop? Anywhere around here that you know of?
Anywhere around here? No, don't know. That's why I always go, like when I go to the if I'm in Milwaukee, there's a Usinger's factory there, and they have a outlet store, and I'll
for
come
bratwurst?
back. Oh, for all kinds of sausage.
Oh man,
dude, I'll come back with like a 20-pound bag of sausage.
Hey, if you're watching this, could you type in the chat where I could get Brat Stop quality bratwurst somewhere near Chicago? If anyone knows, I'd like to know. But anyway, Roker, thank you, because now I'm now in the game.
Nice.
I buy cheese curds at Target. I buy them at Mariano's, everywhere.
Oh, really?
And I'm not talking about fried cheese curds.
No,
you got me on these cold ones.
The regular ones, the squeaky cheese curds that squeak in your mouth when you eat them.
And I've been eating those like a lot lately.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, we know all about Marsh Cheese Castle. I'm talking about somewhere in Chicago. Somewhere close where I could get some bratwurst. And of course, yeah, the cheese, But these cheese curds, they're delicious. The squeaky ones.
They're outstanding. I like the fact that I have to kind of go to Wisconsin to get a good brat, because that's why, makes it even a little more special.
I don't need to be special.
You want it to be accessible.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be special occasion. You want it to be accessible.
I don't want to eat these once like every year.
Right.
Like when I'm going to see Danzig at the rave or something, I'll stop it. I have another SLOB show tip.
Yes.
When you get your deli meat, you order it shaved. Ask for it shaved. It's crazy.
So that'll be the thinnest cut possible, the thinnest number on the blade there.
Well, it's like it's shaved. Like it looks like it doesn't even look like slices anymore.
Yeah, it's like super thin. I made that mistake about 6 months ago. Every now and then they get the Crackers ham on sale there at the deli, and I just forgot, because I normally don't do the ordering from the deli, And I'm like, yeah, let me get a pound of the crackers ham. And I get home and they're as thick as my phone.
Oh,
right. I'm like, I blew that one.
Conrad chiming in here. This is a great idea, Conrad. He gets his roast beef shaved all the time.
Nice.
See, I get it shaved, and then it's like you get a pound ends up being a huge container.
Yeah.
And now you're making sandwiches for days.
Yeah, that's good.
Whereas those slices, it's like,
right, exactly.
There's not much you could do with them.
No, there isn't.
But it's the same price. And the guy at the deli's like, motherfucker, like when he say shaved, because like it takes forever. Or do you ever order pepperoni at the deli? Like a pound is like this much. Like it takes forever for them to give you a pound of pepperoni or salami. Even.
I've never ordered pepper. I just get it in the package. I've never ordered pepperoni from the deli.
Oh, look at Laura throwing some shade at my tip. She said, "God, disagree, guys. Shaved deli meat has the texture of something that's already been chewed." Gag. Damn.
Wow. So she's got to have a little thickness.
Yeah, she likes it thick.
To her meat. She likes it thick. Absolutely. I'll try for shaved. I'll try for shaved next time.
It depends on, the person. Maybe you want, like Laura there, maybe you want, full slices.
Yeah, I don't like it to be very thick. I don't like it to be. I like to at least have the feeling that I'm getting more bang for my buck, right?
Yeah.
So, so I'd rather have, really thin slices and I get a nice little pile like this than have thick slices and they're like this.
It's a very good system.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah. I get my pile of slices. It's a very good system, man. We have to do that SLOB Show World Tour coming up. Because so far, we have the Warrenville McDonald's.
Yes.
Which is where we met that great gentleman, right?
Right.
What do we even call about? I don't remember.
I don't know, but he was very nice and that kind of blew us away. Yeah. We might have been calling about breakfast. Oh, speaking of which, I told you about Wendy's breakfast, right?
Oh, of course, the best, the breakfast baconator.
So Claire goes out to get the Wendy's breakfast.
Oh shit, she's walking by.
On Saturday, she goes out to get the Wendy's breakfast, half price breakfast.
Hey, what's up, Claire?
And she gets back. And
hang on. Let's go back to last week because you've been talking about this half price breakfast now for over a week because you were complaining that your app, it wasn't showing up on the app.
Right. And then finally it got, after many, many times, it finally showed up on the app. Right. And then I don't know if you saw the commercial. It's like, oh, Wendy's, it's like, for the NCAA turn for March Madness, it's the half price breakfast. Everything's half price on the breakfast menu right. So she goes out, gets it on Saturday and comes home. And I'm like, oh, you went to Wendy's? She's like, yes. I'm like, how much was it? I'm like, she goes, $42. I'm like,
the fuck?
$42? How much did you buy?
What?
How much did you buy?
So she bought $84 worth of Wendy's?
And she goes, oh no, it wasn't half price.
But wait, hang on.
I'm like,
why was it? Wait, hang on. Whoa, hang on. You're missing like the headline here. Why even you're acting like, oh, well, of course it wasn't half price. Why are you spending $42 on Wendy's breakfast full price?
Okay, this is what I'm saying. I told her, why did you spend $42 on Wendy's when it wasn't half price?
But why are you sending her out?
If it was $21 for what she bought, I would have been okay with it.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want 42. I can get $42. I can spend full price on Wendy's breakfast anytime. So I'm saying she shouldn't have bought anything. She shouldn't have bought anything if it wasn't half price.
But wait, what happened?
She bought the amount I told her to buy.
So wait, tell me this amount. Hang on. Slow down here. What's the amount?
I believe, hold on. Let me find the exact email or the exact text that I sent her. Let's see.
The nerve of making her get that order just sounds disgusting.
She's sighing in the background. Okay. I said 4 breakfast baconators, at least 2 croissant sandwiches.
Wait, hang on. At least? What do you mean at least? At
Four,
least.
4 breakfast baconators, at least 2 croissant sandwiches, and 2 large cold brews with no ice. Then you can get whatever you
Wait,
want.
hang on. Wait, now you do that because then you save the cold brews and you add your own ice?
I save the cold brews, and then I have the cold brews during the week.
With no ice. That's smart, right? Because then you can save it.
Yeah, you get more. So I'm like 4 breakfast baconators, at least 2 croissant sandwiches, and 2 large cold brews with no ice, and then you can get whatever you want. And so she bought all those things, and she bought 5 baconators, 3 croissant sandwiches, and 2 cold brews, and it was $42, and it wasn't half price.
And she didn't get anything for herself?
No, she did. She had baconators and croissant sandwiches, but there was $42.
Yeah, but there was extra baconators and croissant sandwiches there.
Okay, but they were $42, which is not what I wanted.
So wait, so she pulls up, and then what? They say we're not doing half off here. She didn't even pay attention.
What she's saying is sometimes they don't take the half off until you click the button or something. What, I don't know what she said, but whatever.
Well, hey, Roker, I usually don't like to go against Claire, but she made a major mistake.
That's what I'm saying.
I never go against Claire. I would never do such a thing.
She should have just not bought anything.
In this case, Claire, you made a major mistake. You can't accept that.
If she had come home and said, I didn't get anything because the half price, by the way, and it said half price through March Madness.
Yeah.
But it was only through March. Even though even though all the ads said March Madness, even though the ads were still running on Monday, half price breakfast, March Madness, still running on Monday, which was the 4th.
Now I'm back with Claire because now I agree with Claire because I know. Okay, so the deal was over.
No, I'm the one who told her. I'm the one who told her you got to go this weekend because it's only going on for as long as the tournament is going on.
Yeah. Yeah, right? So she got there and it was over because it was April, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
So that's not her. So it's not her fault in this case and she knew she couldn't come home empty-handed to you.
No, what I'm saying is, had she come home empty-handed and said, I didn't get anything because it wasn't half price, I would have said, fine.
Yeah, right. You would have been crying because you had your mind set on eating 3 to 4 baconators that day.
Half price baconators. Half price baconators. That's what I had my heart set on. Half price baconators. It's different. Now their biscuit sandwiches are $1 now.
I saw that. Yeah.
So what do you
get 100 of them
for a limited time?
Yeah.
For a limited. No, I'm still eating baconators. I had baconators for dinner last night. It was Tuesday or Monday night. I'm still eating baconators.
As we all know, as Roker says, paying full price is embarrassing.
It is. It is. It is. Yes, I had my heart set on eating half-price baconators.
But come on, Roker. You know, if you would have came home with, because once you have your mind set on a baconator, she'd have to deal with you all day. Like you'd be doing this.
Okay, let's say
how much you would have loved a baconator right now.
Okay, let's say you sent out someone to get you 2
I don't
Whoppers.
have anyone. I don't send people out.
Okay, pretend.
None.
Pretend.
The rest of us don't have someone they can just send out.
Just pretend. Pretend you sent someone out to get 2 Whoppers for $6.
Oh, I like that.
And they came back and went, here goes your 2 Whoppers. And you go, oh, where's my change? You go, oh, there was no change. You owe me $4 because they were $5 a piece. How would you feel? Would you rather they have bought you the 2 Whoppers for $10 because you had your heart set on Whoppers, or would you rather they have not gotten the Whoppers at all?
Yeah, well, yeah,
because they were full price.
Yeah, of course. But
See,
now Claire made another major mistake by not at least trying to use the app for some of the stuff, right? She should have
well,
at least
that's
done
what
that.
I said, did you at least use the app and use the $3 off for 15? No, it's okay.
Brooke,
Not mad.
are
Not
you
mad. I'm not upset.
you're not on house arrest, are you?
Not not upset.
Like, are you
No,
on
but
house arrest or you?
there's no way on Saturday morning I'm making it up in enough time to get out to Wendy's before breakfast ends.
Oh, okay.
There's no way. Wait a minute, hold on. I hear something. I hear something in the background. What?
It's done. Let it go.
I'm just. It's done. I told
God,
you it's
poor
done.
Claire. Jesus.
This is the slop
Imagine that.
show.
All day she has to hear about these baconators now. Man.
All I'm doing is making her look good. All right, I'll stop.
Oh, we don't want you to do that now. That's crazy. What are you, crazy? No, Roker. She made a minor mistake, right? By just accepting it. Now, in her shoes, though, I feel like coming home to you after you've been thinking about 7 bags of Wendy's, including 7 or 8 baconators. What did you eat? 3 in the first sitting?
No, I had the croissant sandwich and I had a baconator.
That's
and
it?
And then I had another croissant sandwich and baconator.
Like 5 minutes later?
Sunday morning.
Oh, okay.
And then I had 2 baconators for dinner last night.
That's not that bad, though, honestly. I mean, is that all you ate? Were those baconators?
Well, what, all day or?
Yeah.
No, I ended up. Claire made me a couple of sandwiches later on in the night. Still.
A couple sandwiches. What kind?
The ham and cheese with some, on white
Like
bread.
like a kind of a grilled cheese setup type thing.
Okay, everyone's jumping down Roker's throat now. Okay, everyone, Roker, your legs work, Roker. Like
how many of these sandwiches did you have the other day?
I had. She bought. I think she ended up buying 5 baconators.
Okay, so that's 3,650 calories.
Yes, but I didn't eat them all in one day. I had 4 baconators. No. Yes, I had 4 baconators, 4 out of the 5.
That's 2,920 we're looking at. So that's your full day's calories right there.
Yes, but this is I ate them over 3 days.
So that's not bad. So you really didn't have that many calories.
Correct. I like to save my calories for the vodka and orange juice. While I'm watching Jackass at midnight on a weekend.
Watching the carjackers get hit in the face with the big hand.
That's right.
You know, at WrestleMania, Johnny Knoxville wrestled, and they used that big hand in the movie in the match.
Ah, okay. How does WrestleMania work now with it being 2 days?
You just watch it both days.
So, but do they is like day 1 just kind of like a build up to day 2, or
no.
They're both equally. They're equally.
Yeah.
Exciting.
They tried to stack both days, and it was 2 nights in Cowboy Stadium.
So they
like 127,000 people between the 2 nights or something.
Ah, wow.
So, but yeah. So what we got out of this today is, number 1, we found the best plunger in the world, the Beehive plunger.
Okay.
We have to go to Texas. I don't want to go to Texas, believe me, but we have to go to Texas to try out Buc-ee's. That has to be on the tour
for the bathroom. I don't even know what Buc-ee's sells. What is Buc-ee's?
It's I don't know, like
it's a restaurant.
Yeah, it's just bullshit. I don't know.
Okay, but all you care about is the bathroom.
It's like a gas station.
Like, oh, you have food here? Oh, it's a gas station. Okay.
Well, I think that's part of it. Like, I think they have gas capabilities.
Okay, because I know gas stations in like Texas that like sell brisket and stuff.
Yeah,
like they have like restaurants in the gas station. So
hang on, I'm setting up our tour, the SLOB Show Well, of course, the SLOB Show handbook, but
okay.
Let's see, Buc-ee's in Texas. Okay, so this is what we have so far, And we have to do this. When I win the lottery, that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to get us a private plane.
Oh, by the way, shout out to my boy Brian, who texted me yesterday. Texted me this picture yesterday.
You could share another thing.
Oh.
Is it? Oh my God! There we go. There it is. Carson's Kitchen, Vegas. Is that what that is?
And I said, "You in Vegas getting fried chicken skins downtown?" He's like, "After seeing your show," he's like, "They're amazing."
Oh my! And that's
amazing.
number one on the stop. Carson's Kitchen, Las Vegas. We have to go there. It's done.
So viewers and listeners on the SLOB show already making the pilgrimage.
You have to. Just like Drago's in New Orleans for the char-grilled oysters.
That's right.
Or is it char-broiled or grilled?
Char-broiled, yes.
Yeah. Man, those are the two spots. So we're going to go to Vegas and New Orleans. Then we're going to go through Texas. Maybe we'll hit In-N-Out in Texas because they have In-N-Out there.
We go to Texas. We need to go to the Salt Lick, just outside of Austin.
Is that a strip club?
It is. It is not. It wouldn't surprise me if it was, but no, it is not. It's so they have a grandfathered in like open pit in the middle of their dining room. So they've got ribs and brisket and sausage.
This is in Driftwood, Texas.
Driftwood, Texas, just outside of Austin, and it's all you can eat.
Oh my God! Really?
All you can eat. And BYOB.
Oh my God, look at this. This is all you can eat?
Yes.
Do they have bathrooms there?
I'm going to assume that there's probably some regulation that, yes, they have to have a bathroom in their establishment.
What is it one that I'm going to want to use?
Hello? Do you have bathrooms? That's the first thing Abe asked.
Let's find out. Let's get to the bottom of this right now. Because I need to know, like, hey, what's the quality of your bathroom, right? Oh, there's one in Dallas. Oh, in the airport. We don't want to go to that one, right?
Yeah, no, not necessarily. You want to go to the one in Driftwood.
In Driftwood, right? Here we go. All right, let's go ahead and make a quick. We'll wrap things up on this because this is very important. Because
Wendy is saying, "Meet me in Vegas in July for my birthday." Every time I went to Vegas, I would run into Wendy and I would run into Pete Rose every time I was in Vegas.
Pete Rose signing those.
Tom says Paul Bunyan's in the Wisconsin Dells.
Oh, that's very good.
But it's not as good as it was when I was 8 years old.
Right now, we're calling the Salt Lake in Driftwood. I love how they call us the low. There we go.
Salt Lake and Driftwood, how can I help you?
Hi. What's the quality of your bathrooms there? Because it's all you can eat barbecue, right?
So we do have an all-you-can-eat. It is $32 per adult, and you get brisket, pork ribs, and sausage. But we also have just regular plates.
So you get as much brisket as you want?
As much as you can eat here, yes.
And my God!
You're you stop asking for more. Whatever is left on the table, you can take home.
You can take it home?
Oh wow! I didn't. Even know that.
God!
Wow.
I didn't know that. Hey, you're on the SLOB Show podcast, by the way. What's the quality of your bathroom like there? Because there's going to be some issues, obviously.
He's saying not because of the food. He's saying because of the quantity of the food that he's going to be eating. Yeah.
So do you guys have nice bathrooms there? Is it a nice bathroom experience or no?
I mean, I would say yes.
Yeah, it's like very because I need like a top tier. If I'm going to be at the Salt Lake for like 6-7 hours, I'm probably gonna have this. If it's all you can eat brisket, see what's your name, ma'am? I'm sorry.
Yadira.
Nadia?
Yadira.
Oh.
With the Y.
Oh, okay. So
with the Y.
So when I'm there, of course, I'm gonna, brisket's an issue,
She's already thinking there's going to be a problem. I can see them calling. See them calling in. The big boss is going to have to come in from home to kick you out after several hours. Is what I'm
No.
So you're telling me that I could just keep ordering brisket, fill the table up, and then say, "Oh, I'm done for the day," and then leave? Because slobs do that.
Wait a minute. Abe, don't give them any ideas. They'll change their policy.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Well, hey, thank you so much. The Salt Lick looks delicious. We're actually calling from Chicago, so we're pretty excited.
And you said it was a podcast?
Yeah, it's called The SLOB Show, if you want to check it out.
The SLOB Show.
Yeah. It's on like Apple and everything, wherever you get your podcasts. But
Right,
but hey, maybe we'll do a live broadcast from there.
Hey, that'd be cool.
But I just need to know that the bathroom is pristine. Like you're in Texas. You've of course you've heard of Buc-ee's, correct?
Oh yes.
So what is Buc-ee's? Is that a gas station or what is it?
It's like a gas station / convenience store.
And it's wonderful, right?
Yes.
And the bathrooms there are pristine, I've heard.
Yes.
So if you guys could get your bathrooms on par with Buc-ee's, then I'll be at the Salt. I'll fly down for the Salt Lick.
Come on a day I'm serving.
But all right, cool. Well, thank you so much.
Of course.
All right, have a great day. And you know what? And I just want to tell you, you're a great employee. What a class act, Roker. How about this?
She's a very, very nice employee. Tell Miriam that Roker from Chicago says hello.
Miriam.
Yeah, Miriam.
Who's that?
Miriam from Salt Lick comes to town every year with Salt Lick. They're at the Windy City Smokeout.
Oh,
and she's been on my podcast several times.
Oh, do you know Miriam?
I don't think so.
Yeah, see, Roker has some fake salt, some person who claims to be from the Salt Lick.
No, okay, all right, okay, it's all right.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Of course, y'all take care.
What a great person! I love it, man. I love these employees at the Salt Lick. Man, gee,
thank you.
About some... Now let's to get Roker.
That's
to make Roker feel good about himself again. Let's call the Bunny Ranch and talk to Air Force Amy again. Is that Roker? Is that Roker?
Yeah, they love that. Yeah, exactly. what was her name again? With a Y? That was the only thing. That was the only thing I got. He was like, "Oh, with a Y." I understood that.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you worry, Vito. We're gonna get her a promote. Roker knows the owner of the whole place. So.
I don't think the owner's a dude. She could be a PR person for all I know. But
Miriam?
Yeah, but I've had her on my
let's call her right now. Call her on speaker.
Why would I do that? Why?
Well, this is like some. It's like we're calling Martin Scorsese or something. This isn't like some big content.
There's no reason. What, you don't believe me? Listen to an episode of Roker Radio. Listen to the Windy City Smokeout episode.
Someone's saying that their name is Zadia.
Is that the chick that's in like Spider-Man?
Zendaya.
Oh,
maybe that was her name. Zendaya. Man, hey, one thing I know for sure is we have to go to the Salt Lick.
Oh yeah,
what a deal! $32, all you can eat. Then you take home all the shit.
I didn't even know that what you had left over you could take home. That's crazy.
So so let me just explain how Roker's going to do it. Then every plate, half the plate is going to go on his garbage plate, which is his take-home plate.
It's the same way when it's like, oh, it's $20, all you can drink until midnight. At like 11:40, you start. Everybody at the table starts.
You get 4 at a time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then you have 28 drinks on your table. And as soon as the special ends at 10, now you're good until 2 a.m. with your 35 drinks.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And that's with drinks. How do you think I'm going to do it with brisket?
I have to add the Salt Lick now to our tour. Where was that again?
It's in Driftwood, Texas.
All right. So we could do a whole Texas tour.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes outside of Austin.
The Salt Lick. All right, that's on now. So now we have Buc-ee's and we have the Salt Lick in Texas. We could do a Texas tour. Now we have everything set. Now we have New Orleans, Vegas, and Texas.
I had one of the greatest weekends of my life, and you were there. I believe it was the first time you were ever on an airplane.
Yeah, in Dallas, right? And we went to the Pantera Club, and then we went to the Mavericks game.
Well, it started off with Mark Cuban giving us floor seats for the Mavs game.
Yeah.
We started off, we went to a steakhouse and had like huge steaks went to the Mavs game, sat on the floor, courtesy of Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
Then we went to Pantera's Strip Club, which was like BYOB. So we all stopped at a liquor store and brought in like a case of beer a person.
Yeah.
And went there and partied with Vinnie Paul the whole time at his
Look
strip
at this,
club.
Roker.
There you go.
Check this out. That's me. What year was that? I was 21.
Couple of twinks.
Look how young Cuban looks.
That was probably, yeah,
2002. I was 21.
I even looked good in that year. That was a year I had lost weight even.
That's so Cuban came to the radio station. I was in the side studio talking about my hook shot. And then we took that picture. See how his hand, look at the way his hand's on my neck. See how he like we're best friends?
Oh, it's about to go in your ear. Yeah.
He's like, hey, get over here, Mr. Hookshot. Because I told him, like, man, this hookshot I got is it's unbelievable. But look at Cuban, just a young twink.
Yeah.
Like you said, Roker, 2 twinks.
This was before Shark Tank. This was before he was doing a lot of television stuff.
Yeah.
So he was kind of like, it was like Mark Cuban at the time. It was like he could walk in a room and you wouldn't know he was there.
Oh yeah,
because right there he just had on like he had on a Maverick shirt but in jeans. Then I ended up interviewing him again. It's on Roker Radio too. My interview with him from his Super Bowl party when the Super Bowl was in Indianapolis last. I went down there and went to his Super Bowl party. That had to have been at least 6 years ago now.
And look at Roker with all the name dropping. So I was talking to Madeline from Salt Lake, and then Mark Cuban had me at the party.
Miriam. Yeah.
Whatever.
It's not a name. It's not name dropping if people don't know the name.
Hey,
it's
Roker.
not name dropping if people don't know the name. I'm just stating facts.
This is like Roker talking about his buddy Tony Bourdain. Oh, I know Tony. I love calling him Tony. They love calling him Tony.
Right. It's like people who call like Scorsese Marty.
Yeah, I know Marty.
Right. It shows you how close you are to him.
Yeah. Tony Bourdain was the best. Isn't it Anthony Bourdain to you? To you, it's Anthony Bourdain. Hey, to me, his name is Slash. Okay, I'm gonna call him Sal Hudson. He's Slash. I know him as Slash. We have a friend named Turd. I don't call him Jeff. I call him Turd.
No, we call him Turd. Right.
I met him. Your name's Ken. I call you Roker.
Yeah. I
know you as, so I call you Roker. I just forgot that's even your name.
By my name. Yeah. I only get called by my name when I'm in trouble.
I just forgot your real name. I'm talking about all these other people, and I just realized, like, wait a minute. Your name's not Roker. It's Ken. Yeah. So New Orleans. So we're doing New Orleans, Vegas, and Texas. That's going to be
That's not bad. We got where else we got to go back to? We got to go back to that Okay, now here's name dropping. We got to go back to that restaurant in Jersey that we went to with Jerry Only.
It was fine, but
you didn't like it? You didn't have the paella then.
Oh, it was Italian, right?
Was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I like Italian, but I wouldn't go to. I'll never go back to that shithole Newark. Oh God, I want to die.
The entire city is Newark is not. Yes, Newark is only there as a courtesy to New York City because New York City's too crowded. So you can go to Newark, you can fly into Newark and get to New York City. Drive to New York.
No, but I walked around Newark. It's disgusting.
You can live in Newark and work in New York City. It's only there.
I would never live there
as a convenience to New York. Well, yeah, would. You'd live there if it was 3 times cheaper than living in New York.
I'd rather live in a rat-infested studio.
Wow.
Newark made me sick. Like, I couldn't stand it.
Wow.
But hey, I'll go to New York.
I haven't been terribly impressed. Every place that I've been in New Jersey hasn't been terribly impressive, but
yeah.
Atlantic City was like,
that's a good idea. This is a good idea.
You're
from Facebook.
You're.
Maybe
I
you
don't
should
know
be
if
borrowing
it's your.
Cuban's private plane for the SLOB show tour. We should get Cuban on the tour with us.
I don't know if it's your Xfinity or my AT&T, but you're starting to cut out. I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm.
Well,
if I had to guess, I would say it was my AT&T.
No, it looks like I'm having some issues here. Well, it's okay. We'll wrap it up on that anyway. Roker, do you have anything else to mention before we're at anyway? So,
no, I think we're good.
the Roker Radio podcast should be back at some time. You know,
It should be, but if you want to hear me talk to Miriam, you can check that.
There you go.
That interview. You want to hear me talk to Mark Cuban? You can check out that interview. Dollar biscuit sandwiches, breakfast biscuit sandwiches at Wendy's for a limited time. Make sure you
did you
check
get 50
before you go.
Did you buy 50 of them?
Oh, it's limit 5. I actually paused the commercial so I could read the fine print on the commercial, so I didn't get burned again. Limit 5 per person per transaction.
But you could go to 10 different Wendy's though, and you could go back through the same drive-throughs 10 minutes later.
Yeah, exactly. Or
or you could run inside.
Right, and then pull. Yeah, right. Go to the drive-through and then pull in and get 5 more.
So you got 10. Then you go to another Wendy's, you get another 10. Then you come back and do it again. Now you have 40.
There you go.
And you're in for $44 and you're out the door. You're fed for weeks.
Feed the whole office.
But all right, we're out. We'll be back next week.
See you next Tuesday.